This is a U&B production.
What's up with the U&B family? My name is Reggie Jackson from Huntsville, Alabama. Welcome to the channel.
When did your love for football start?
My love for football began when I was 8 years old. I played it growing up, of course, in the yard, at school. Because I went to extended day, so we had like a field and stuff like that. We just played football. But I played for a real team, not 8 years old. And then Little League, I've always been good. I've always been the fastest guy on the team. I always played receiver. Played a little bit of defense, but you know what I'm saying? But mainly played receiver. I was always a receiver growing up. I like catching the ball, running routes, you know what I'm saying? Just running past people, stuff like that. I had a couple injuries growing up too. I broke my finger, I had a concussion. And my favorite moment in Little League was a championship game in Birmingham. It was at Legion Stadium. But it was the last two plays of the game. We went in overtime. I caught a deep corner, I caught it, moused one dude, and I stayed up, scored a touchdown. And it was a tie game. So then I had to do one more touchdown and get the extra point. Won the game. You know, as a little kid here in the crowd and stuff like that go crazy, they like grew my love for the game. Mama yelling, all my friends, family yelling in the crowd. You know, so it felt good, but you know, as a kid, that's like, you really grew the love for it.
Give me a short summary of basically a middle school and high school career.
I went to Morris Elementary my whole life, and then it turned into a middle school, so I decided to play for him my 7th grade year. First play went smooth as a quarterback, because I ain't gonna lie, we was trash. I ain't gonna lie, we was trash. First drive, I was at quarterback, handed the ball off. I wanted to take a little wildcat scramble with the middle. As I went to run, I broke a piece of my bone off my hip, because my muscle had tightened up so hard, it just broke it right off. I didn't play for the rest of the year, but my 7th grade year, I had a knee surgery, and I had to learn to walk again on my right leg. So that's another injury I had to deal with. Being at a young age and having a big injury like that, big surgery like that, kind of took a toll on me. But you know what I'm saying, I bounced back. I decided not to play for my middle school that year, but then I played for my regular league team another year.
All right, what was your freshman year like coming into high school?
I played at Columbia High School. They literally are the worst school in the country, the longest losing streak of all time. Current to this day. Our workouts the whole summer, I was the only kid to show up. It was no more than 3 to 5 kids that showed up all summer. I was the main one showing up every day. We had 2 days. They working me out like we got 11, 22, 40 dudes out there, but it's just me. And so I'm out there by myself dying. I remember after the first practice, I went back in the car crying to my mom because I didn't think I'd be able to do it because it was too hard. But she believed in me. That's something I really thank her for. How hard stuff got, she was always there supportive for me. I went back in the car crying, but she supported me no matter what. And I decided to come back. I showed up, the coach, he was like, I didn't think he was gonna come back. So that right there sparked a little flame in me. He didn't believe that I was gonna come back. And I showed up every day after that, no matter how hard it got, I kept showing up. We had 2 days. We had one early in the morning and one in the afternoon. I'm still out there late because my mama worked late. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still in the field doing my own stuff. I'm not recording, nothing like that. I'm just grinding, trying to be a better player. In summer workouts, we were doing some sprints and I broke a piece of hip again. Same thing I did in middle school, I did to the opposite side. So you know what I'm saying, that's another setback. I ain't even touched the field for real, nor get the ball till like the 4th game in. I got my first career touchdown. First touchdown as a freshman, I felt good. 8th game of the season, I ended up breaking my collarbone. I was on a kickoff return, and I had got smashed. I was out for the rest of the season. You know, at a young age, that took a toll on my mental. You know what I'm saying, it was hard to have to deal with constant injuries each year. I had the surgery, broke another piece of my hip, just to come back and do the same thing again going into my freshman year. So I had my freshman year down the drain. I really didn't get no film for real, no recruiting, no coaches, none of that. My sophomore year, I transferred to Lee. It was probably the best decision I had ever made in my life. It was a big decision. It was a lot of different schools to go to. I didn't know what to expect, but I got to Lee. I was balling. First 2 weeks, I finally got my spot, my starting spot in slot. First game, we played my old school. I scored on my first touch. They put me at running back. I never played running back before. They put me at running back and scored on my first touch. Came back the second week, played Grissom with 9 for 9, no drops. Everything was going good for me. Everything was going good. I thought this was gonna be the turnaround. You know what I'm saying? I'm young, get on the field playing varsity, 4 years started for varsity. I thought it was gonna be a chance. But then 5 minutes into the third game, all of a sudden my head coach come up to me right before I'm about to go out on the field. I'm dressed and everything. Right before I go out on the field, my coach come up and tell me like, you been eligible, you can't play. And that had broke my soul, I ain't gonna lie, that broke my heart, but that's another year down the drain. I didn't get to play freshman year for real. Didn't get to play sophomore season for real. Now I got 2 years left trying to make something happen. Even though I was ineligible, I still decided to practice with the team every day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just skip out, you know, like that. I don't like sitting out anyway. So I was the scout team hero. I was killing them, I ain't gonna lie. I'm out there killing it every day, giving them boys work. Even practicing on my own, out in the field, working by myself. I ain't have no trainers, receiver coaches, nothing like that. I just do everything by myself on the field, late at night, early in the morning, after work, before work, everything you can think of. Going into my junior year, my first game, probably the biggest game of my high school career, just at the beginning of it. So it's the first start of my season after not being able to play freshman year, getting hurt during middle school, sophomore season, and all that. So I came back, popped 100 plus yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 got called back. But I feel like I was on top of the world. Ain't nobody know who I was then, but the whole city started slowly get to know me each week. Probably my favorite highlight of my high school career, I had a punt return against the Rivals on the first start of the game. Going down the sideline, hit a spin move, broke another tackle, touchdown. I finished the season, I still had 1,000 plus yards. I was DMing coaches every day, 24/7. No responses, no offers, no opportunities. I was in the camps, I was balling at camps, killing everybody in front of me, still nothing. Going into my senior year was probably the most anticipated year of my high school career, being that it was all or nothing at this point. I didn't have no offers, I didn't have no looks, I had good grades. Film don't lie, I had the film, I had everything, but I worked my off for this year, for real. And going into my senior year, first game, 7 catches, 237 yards, 3 touchdowns. I popped it, and I was set. If I would have kept that stat line for the rest of the season, I'd been one of the best in Alabama, if not the best in Alabama. Yards, I had, I think like 19.63 or 19.37, something like that. But I got my first offer the 3rd week of the season. I got my first offer from the D3. And from there, they started rolling me out. D2, D3, NAIA, JUCOs, prep, stuff like that. But still ain't had a D1 take the shot on me yet. So I still kind of hurt throughout the season because like then I stopped getting the ball for real. In some games, I touched the ball one time. One time we got star players that's hurt, but I'm the guy and I'm touching the ball one time. You're not gonna win the game and you're not gonna be successful like that. So it dropped my stats down. I went to camp, I was balling at camps, everything, still no offers. So leaving my senior year, I was hurt, I ain't gonna lie. I was probably like the lowest I've ever been because I was working so hard. I was working every day. No one had to tell me to go get up and work. I did all on my own. I get up and work, go bust my ass for it every day. I decided to go JUCO. I attended Kahoma Community College. And again, being I was working so hard, I didn't know where I'd stand at the college level until I got there and I realized all the work paid off. It was easy. I wasn't overwhelmed, I was really underwhelmed. How much work I put in there for the show. I went out there and dominated everybody that was in front of me. Every DB out there got it. I still got all conference as a freshman. I still need some good Division I DBs that are at Division I schools now. Around my senior year, going into JUCO, that's when my TikTok started to blow up. A lot of people be worried about going off to college, let alone JUCO like that, because JUCO can be rough. You know, not everybody can compete there. You can't thrive there. You gotta be a dog to thrive in JUCO. But you know, I had my TikTok following blowing up. I had a lot of little kids texting me, younger guys, and even guys that's my age, asking for advice, you know, stuff like that, little stuff. And some little kids saying they inspire me. They're inspired by me. You know, that's like another drive. Knowing that another person out in the world who don't even know me, I never met in person, seeing me on social media, and I inspired them. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot. It's crazy to think how you can have such a pull on someone's life just by a phone. You know what I'm saying? And that's another big motivation for me going into JUCO. Again, I stopped getting the ball. The whole coaching staff got fired. It wasn't gonna be promising if I would have stayed there. So after I left Kahoma, I decided to hit up EMCC. That was the first school to call me when I got released from Kahoma. Instantly, I locked it in. I didn't come on no visit, nothing like that. It's a powerhouse. You know, that's all it is to it. So why not come to the best and play against the best? My goals to get here, of course, diving in JUCO. I want to play Power 5 football. Change my family life. You know, get that paycheck. trying to get that check, trying to get that money. I ain't got my opportunity, that's all I want. You know, I'm just hungry for it. I want to bless. I want to give back to my community. That's the goal. I'm trying to give back. I'm trying to just bless people. Bless people for the blessing that I can't receive, you know what I'm saying? A low 40 time, keep my grades good, A's and B's. And again, the big goal, Power 5. Play with the best, you gotta be the best. Gotta try to get to the league after that.
And what is your why until you keep going?
It's my parents, my mother. Cause I've seen so much she's done for me. She just make it happen. You know, everything I need, along with my dad as well. If it's something that comes along with, you know, my career, they're all for it. It don't matter whether it's football, it can be anything. They're gonna support me no matter what. And so they've sacrificed a lot to make sure I have it. Even for times it was rough, times a little hard, they might not have it for real, they're always gonna make it happen. So I really wanna give back to them. That's the big goal. That's why I wanna get Power 5, get that money, and retire my parents. That's really it. Other thing is God. God allowed me to be here today. In June of last year, I almost committed suicide. A lot of people don't know that. I haven't spoken on that for real, but I almost committed suicide about a year ago. It was a hard time because, you know, I was going JUCO, I didn't know how I was gonna go. I was working my ass off every day. I'm talking about after work. I'm getting off at 10 o'clock at night. I ain't leaving the field till like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm doing it again the next day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't record all that stuff, but I got it in my phone, a couple videos I recorded just, you know what I'm saying, talking, because sometimes I feel like I ain't had nobody to talk to. Motivation, because God allowed me to be here. God, everything he's done has been for a reason. And I come to realize when something bad happens, it always got better. You know, just like I was talking about in middle school, I had all them injuries growing up, freshman, sophomore, junior, all that. I had all that happen to me, but look at me now, I'm a better person, I'm a better man, on and off the field. And that's a blessing in itself. No matter what bad happens, so it's for a reason. God trying to make you stronger, he's trying to get you ready for your next blessing. That's what I'm taking it as right now. But God got us all here for a reason. Whether it's good or bad, he's always rocking with you. You gotta just call on to him. You gotta pray every day. Currently, since I got to East Mississippi, I was good. I was ready to ball out and have a crazy season as a player, but like I said, God has other plans, whether it's good or bad. I ended up having a torn labrum. I just recently had surgery finished on it. We got another surgery I gotta get next week, so I'm not gonna play this season. I'm a red shirt. I'm gonna bounce back. God's giving me a full year to heal up and be the best football player I've ever been. I'm looking to have the best season I've ever had of football. I haven't had a season yet since middle school without an injury or without something stopping me and not playing a full season. I've always had some mess with me. Even at home, I pulled my hamstring. I had some other little stuff going on, but say I'm a red shirt this season, come back, we're gonna be D1, we're gonna be Power 5. We're gonna get up.
This is a U&B production.